Hey everyone and welcome back to The Box with me, Rich Perry. Today I've got a couple of stories to talk to you about, got them written down on my screen here. It's mostly film and tech news, so no game news unfortunately, but I'm sure I'll figure something out for the next one. So, moving straight along. First up, we have issues with The Hobbit. Some of you may know that there have already been issues with The Hobbit because Peter Jackson, in his infinite wisdom, has decided to film it in 48 frames per second rather than the standard 24. Usually Peter Jackson makes very good decisions. This seems to be one of his less good or crap decisions. When it was screened at, I think it was San Diego Comic-Con or some sort of convention, people claimed that it looked too real, like watching a TV documentary rather than a film, so it lost some of that like filmic quality that Lord of the Rings had, say. But in addition to that, because The Hobbit has been filmed in 48 FPS, the projectors in Europe can't project at their current spec. They need a software upgrade, essentially. America's fine. Their projectors already work with this software, apparently. But Europe needs to upgrade all of the projectors in all of their cinemas if they want to show The Hobbit. This means that the cinemas have to pay for this upgrade, which is bad if they choose to do it, because this could translate to higher ticket prices for European filmgoers like me, which sucks. Personally, I want Peter Jackson to dispense with the 48 FPS, judging from what I've heard about it. If it loses some of that filmic quality that makes a Lord of the Rings or Hobbit film seem more epic, then I think it's a step backwards and it needs to be readdressed. But it sounds like it's going ahead. Whether or not, well, it's not really a whether or not case. I mean, if Europe wants to show The Hobbit, they'll buy the upgrade. They have to. It's a very popular film. They'd be silly not to. But I'm hoping this doesn't mean inflated ticket prices for screenings of The Hobbit. Especially if they're in 3D, because Lord knows they're expensive enough already. So, gonna keep an eye on that. I'll let you know what happens, if anything happens at all. Slightly happier news, the Microsoft Surface tablet was announced. I think it was last night or something. Basically, Microsoft have finally decided to enter the tablet race just 3 years late. So we've got to hope, or Microsoft have got to hope, that it's decent enough to outdo the iPad, Sony's iterations of their tablets, Samsung, every tablet there is. It's going to be running a version of Windows 8, the fancy one with all the tiles that you can slide and has apps and things. It can run Microsoft Office, so it's got that going for it already. But a couple of big features that really grabbed me from looking at the site and the videos and all the about features. First up, it features a fancy cover that doubles as a touch-type keyboard. So you flip it over, prop it up on its stand that it's got. It's got a stand that you can kick out. And that works as a keyboard, which is awesome. Just a touch-type one, that means it's sort of flexible. But there is a full keyboard version available, apparently, like a proper keys and everything that actually go down when you hit them. I don't really know how to describe it. You know, a proper keyboard. Also, more important, it has a USB port. There are two versions and both sport one USB port. The cheaper one sports a USB 2 and the more expensive a USB 3, which already in my mind puts it leagues ahead of the iPads because they can only connect to peripherals wirelessly, which can be a bit of a pain if you don't have like a wireless printer and you want to quickly print something out. And it also comes with a micro SD card reader, which is, again, fantastic. It has these functionalities built in, and the iPad should have done that with if not the first iPad, the iPad 2 or 2.5 or whatever iPad we're on already. But even though Microsoft is late to the tablet race, it's looking promising. It looks all right. So we'll see how that goes as we find out more about it, whether it's going to be integrated with the Xbox 360 or anything like that. There you go, I knew I'd fit in some gaming news for you. Okay, so we've done that. Next up. My future brother-in-law has requested that I give him a quick shout-out, so here it is. He's started a Minecraft Let's Play series. So if you want to go watch that, he calls himself Unorthodox, or Ortho for short. I'm going to put a link in the video description down below, so be sure to check it out. His first video is around 45 minutes long, so sit down, have a watch. He plays with various mods on. I don't know what mods he uses, but he's a nice guy, so check those out and just have a good time, really. And finally, I want to leave on the news of the new Dark Knight Rises trailer that came out today. Oh my god, I have been seriously excited for the Dark Knight Rises. Yeah. If you haven't seen the trailer already, go and watch it. It's everywhere. IGN, Game Informer, all the media outlets have it. Machinima, blah, 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 blah. It's all over YouTube. So watch it. Love it. It's got Bane being all badass and awesome. And, yeah, it just looks phenomenal. I cannot wait for that film to come out. Yeah, super glad that they fixed Bane's voice. I'm not going to throw that out there, but just looks astounding. Go watch it. What do you guys think? Are you guys looking forward to the new Dark Knight Rises film? Are you sad to see the trilogy end? I am, but I also think it's a good way for it to end, just looking at how it's progressing already with the trailers and everything. It looks like a very fitting end before it gets too ridiculous. But yeah, sound off in the comments below. Let me know what you think about any of these stories. Are you going to be affected if ticket prices go up for The Hobbit? Are you thinking of getting the Microsoft tablet? Let me know what you think. As always, like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Alright.